From curiosity to visionary, the inspiring journey of Bill Gates. Welcome to Story English Hub. Today, we dive into the incredible life of Bill Gates, a name synonymous with technology, innovation, and global philanthropy. This story isn't just about learning English, it's about discovering how one man's vision transformed the world. So, grab your notebook and let's embark on this inspiring journey together. Part 1. A curious boy with big dreams. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington, into a middle-class family with strong values and high expectations. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a prominent lawyer known for his intellect and disciplined approach to life. His mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, was a school teacher and later served on the boards of major organizations like United Way. Together, they fostered a household where education, hard work, and giving back to the community were prioritized. From a young age, Bill displayed an insatiable curiosity. He loved taking apart toys to understand their mechanics and often spent hours reading encyclopedias. He wasn't like other kids, his mother later recalled. He had this incredible focus when something caught his interest. Bill's love for reading became apparent early on. By the time he was 10, he had devoured everything from history books to science magazines. He particularly enjoyed books about famous inventors and entrepreneurs like Thomas Edison and Henry Ford. These stories planted seeds of inspiration in his mind, showing him the transformative power of innovation. At school, Bill excelled academically, but often found himself in trouble for being overly talkative and questioning authority. Teachers recognized his brilliance, but sometimes struggled to manage his energy. Bill always had a million questions, one teacher said. He wasn't trying to be disruptive, he just wanted to understand everything. Everything changed when, at the age of 13, Bill's school, Lakeside, purchased a computer terminal. In the late 1960s, this was a rare and expensive investment. While most students treated the computer as a novelty, Bill became obsessed. He spent every free moment at the terminal, learning programming languages like BASIC and experimenting with writing simple code. One of Bill's first projects was a tic-tac-toe game where users could play against the computer. While it was a modest achievement, the experience ignited a passion in him. I felt like I had discovered a whole new world, Bill later said. Programming was logical, creative, and endlessly fascinating. His parents noticed his growing obsession with computers. Though they were initially concerned about the amount of time he spent in front of the screen, they decided to support his interest. They allowed him to stay up late working on his projects and even encouraged him to participate in programming competitions. Bill's focus on computers didn't mean he neglected other aspects of his life. He remained an avid reader and continued to excel in subjects like math and science. However, his relationship with his peers was sometimes strained. While other teenagers were interested in sports or socializing, Bill was more interested in algorithms and coding challenges. This made him somewhat of an outsider, though he didn't seem to mind. By the time he was in high school, Bill had already made a name for himself as a prodigy. His teachers began giving him advanced projects to keep him engaged, and he often collaborated with older students on complex programming tasks. It was during this time that he met Paul Allen, a fellow student who shared his passion for technology. Part 2. The Big Leap. Bill and Paul Allen quickly became inseparable. Despite their age difference, Paul was 2 years older. Their shared love for computers created a strong bond. They spent countless hours working on programming projects, often losing track of time. At Lakeside School, Bill and Paul gained access to a more powerful computer system through a partnership with a local company. This system allowed them to write more sophisticated programs and learn about advanced computing concepts. However, their enthusiasm sometimes got them into trouble. On one occasion, they were caught hacking the system to gain extra computer time. Rather than punish them harshly, the company recognized their talent and offered them a deal. In exchange for finding bugs in the system, they could have unlimited access to the computer. This arrangement not only honed their skills, but also taught them the importance of collaboration and problem-solving. One pivotal moment came when Paul Allen stumbled upon an article about the Altair 8800, a groundbreaking microcomputer designed for hobbyists. The article described it as the dawn of the personal computer era. Paul immediately shared the news with Bill, who was equally excited. "This is it," Bill said. "This is our chance to be part of something big." Despite their limited resources, the duo decided to contact MITS, the company that created the Altair. They offered to develop software that would allow the computer to run programs written in BASIC. At the time, they hadn't even started writing the code, but their confidence and ambition were unshakable. Over the next few weeks, Bill and Paul worked tirelessly to create the software. They often slept only a few hours a night, surviving on coffee and determination. When they finally presented their program to MITS, it worked flawlessly. The company was so impressed that they offered them a contract to distribute the software. This success marked the beginning of their entrepreneurial journey. Part 3. Founding Microsoft. In 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen officially founded Microsoft. At the time, the personal computer industry was still in its infancy, but they believed it had the potential to change the world. Their goal was simple yet ambitious: to develop software that would make computers accessible and useful for everyone. The early days of Microsoft were anything but glamorous. The company operated out of a small office, and Bill and Paul often worked 16-hour days. They handled everything from writing code to managing finances, and their commitment to excellence was unwavering. One of their first major breakthroughs came when they developed software for the Apple II, one of the earliest personal computers to achieve commercial success. This project helped establish Microsoft's reputation as a leading software developer. Despite their growing success, Bill and Paul faced numerous challenges. Competition in the tech industry was fierce, and they often had to work under tight deadlines to stay ahead. However, Bill's leadership and vision kept the company moving forward. He was known for his attention to detail and his ability to anticipate industry trends. "We're not just writing code," Bill often told his team. "We're creating tools that will empower people and change how they live and work." Part 4. Collaboration with IBM and the rise of MS-DOS. As Microsoft gained momentum, Bill Gates and his team realized they needed to secure partnerships to expand their influence in the emerging tech world. In 1980, one such opportunity presented itself. IBM, the world's largest computer company, was entering the personal computer market. IBM needed an operating system for their new personal computer, and they approached Microsoft. At the time, Microsoft did not have its own operating system. However, instead of turning down the opportunity, Bill saw this as a pivotal moment to solidify Microsoft's place in the industry. He convinced IBM that his team could deliver an operating system within their tight deadlines. Behind the scenes, Microsoft negotiated with another company, Seattle Computer Products, to purchase an operating system called QDOS, Quick and Dirty Operating System. Microsoft adapted QDOS into what would become MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System. Gates then licensed MS-DOS to IBM, retaining the rights to also sell it to other companies. This was a groundbreaking move. While IBM assumed they had exclusive rights, Microsoft's licensing strategy allowed it to profit from other manufacturers who would also adopt MS-DOS. This decision marked a turning point for Microsoft. As the personal computer market exploded in the 1980s, MS-DOS became the standard operating system for countless machines. The IBM PC and its clones dominated the market, and Microsoft software became indispensable. Bill Gates' keen business acumen and foresight helped Microsoft secure its position as a leader in the tech world. But success didn't come without challenges. Microsoft had to continually improve and update MS-DOS to stay competitive. Bill worked tirelessly, often personally reviewing code and pushing his team to innovate. His intense work ethic set the tone for the entire company. While some employees found his management style demanding, most recognized his passion for excellence and his relentless drive to achieve Microsoft's vision. Part 5. The birth of Windows. As Microsoft thrived, Bill Gates realized that the future of computing lay in graphical user interfaces, GUIs. GUIs allowed users to interact with computers visually, using icons and menus, rather than typing commands. At the time, Apple's Macintosh was gaining attention for its GUI, and Bill knew Microsoft needed to develop a competing product. In 1985, Microsoft released the first version of Windows. While it was not an immediate success, it laid the groundwork for the future. Early versions of Windows faced criticism for being slow and lacking features, but Bill was undeterred. He believed that Windows had the potential to revolutionize personal computing. Microsoft continued to improve Windows, and in 1990, they released Windows 3.0. This version was a game-changer. It featured an improved interface, better performance, and compatibility with more applications. Windows 3.0 was a commercial success, selling millions of copies and solidifying Microsoft's dominance in the software market. By the mid-1990s, Microsoft had become a household name. The release of Windows 95 was a cultural phenomenon. People lined up outside stores to purchase the software, and its user-friendly design made it accessible to millions of people around the world. For the first time, personal computers were truly personal, and Bill Gates' vision of empowering individuals with technology was becoming a reality. Bill's ability to anticipate trends and his commitment to innovation were key to Microsoft's success. He once said, "We're always looking ahead, thinking about what's next." Technology doesn't stand still, and neither do we. This mindset propelled Microsoft to the forefront of the tech industry. Part 6. Facing challenges and growing beyond Microsoft. Despite Microsoft's incredible success, the company faced significant challenges in the late 1990s and early 2000s. One of the most notable was the U.S. government's antitrust case against Microsoft. The government accused Microsoft of monopolistic practices, particularly in how it bundled its Internet Explorer browser with Windows. The legal battle was intense and placed Bill Gates under immense scrutiny. During the trial, Gates defended Microsoft's practices, arguing that the company was simply competing aggressively in a fast-paced industry. While Microsoft eventually settled the case, the experience was a humbling one for Bill and served as a reminder of the responsibilities that come with being a global leader. As the 21st century began, Bill started to shift his focus. While he remained deeply involved in Microsoft, he also began exploring philanthropy. Inspired by his parents' dedication to community service, Bill and his wife, Melinda, established the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 2000. The foundation aimed to address some of the world's most pressing issues, including global health, education, and poverty. One of the foundation's most ambitious initiatives was its work to eradicate polio. Through partnerships with organizations like the World Health Organization and Rotary International, the Gates Foundation provided funding for vaccines and public health campaigns. Bill believed that technology and innovation could be harnessed not only for profit, but also to solve humanity's greatest challenges. Part 7. A Visionary's Legacy. In 2008, Bill Gates stepped down from his full-time role at Microsoft to focus on philanthropy. While this marked the end of an era, it also signaled a new beginning. Through the Gates Foundation, Bill and Melinda have donated billions of dollars to improve healthcare, reduce poverty, and increase access to education around the world. Bill's story is one of relentless curiosity, visionary leadership, and a commitment to making the world a better place. From his early days as a curious boy tinkering with computers to his role as one of the world's most influential philanthropists, Bill Gates' journey offers valuable lessons about perseverance, innovation, and the power of dreams. Part 8. The Human Side of Bill Gates. While Bill Gates is often portrayed as a tech genius and a relentless businessman, his life is also marked by deeply personal experiences that have shaped his perspective and priorities. Raised in a close-knit family, Bill often credits his parents for instilling in him the values of hard work, curiosity, and giving back to society. Bill's father, William H. Gates Sr., was a respected lawyer, and his mother, Mary Gates, was a dedicated community leader. They encouraged young Bill to pursue his passions while emphasizing the importance of balancing ambition with responsibility. Mary, in particular, played a pivotal role in shaping Bill's philanthropic spirit. She was deeply involved in charity work and often brought her children along to participate in community events. As Bill's career soared, he maintained a strong bond with his family. Despite his demanding schedule, he made time for his wife, Melinda, and their 3 children. Bill often spoke about how fatherhood changed him, giving him a broader perspective on life and inspiring him to work toward a better future for all children. Bill also forged lasting friendships throughout his life. His relationship with Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was complex but deeply significant. While they were fierce competitors in the tech industry, they also shared a mutual respect. In Jobs' final days, Bill visited him at his home, and the two reflected on their shared journey. Bill later described the meeting as emotional and meaningful, highlighting the human connection behind their professional rivalry. Part 9. The Gates Foundation's Global Impact. Under Bill and Melinda's leadership, the Gates Foundation became one of the most influential philanthropic organizations in the world. The foundation's approach was unique. It focused on measurable outcomes and leveraged technology to address complex issues. One of its flagship initiatives was improving access to vaccines in developing countries. Bill was deeply moved by the stories of children who died from preventable diseases like measles and malaria. The foundation's investments in vaccine research and distribution saved millions of lives and helped reduce child mortality rates worldwide. Education was another key focus area. The foundation launched programs to improve access to quality education, particularly in underserved communities. Bill believed that education was the key to breaking the cycle of poverty and unlocking human potential. The foundation also provided scholarships and funding for innovative teaching methods, helping students around the world achieve their dreams. In addition to these efforts, the foundation tackled issues like climate change and gender equality. Bill often spoke about the need for collaborative solutions, emphasizing that global problems required global cooperation. He worked with governments, nonprofits, and private companies to drive meaningful change, using data and innovation as tools for progress. Part 10. Lessons from Bill Gates' Journey. Bill Gates' life offers countless lessons for those striving to make a difference in the world. His story is a testament to the power of vision, perseverance, and adaptability. One of the key takeaways from Bill's journey is the importance of lifelong learning. Despite his immense success, Bill never stopped seeking knowledge. He was an avid reader, often sharing book recommendations on topics ranging from history to science. He believed that curiosity was the driving force behind innovation and encouraged others to embrace a growth mindset. Another lesson is the value of strategic thinking. Bill's ability to anticipate trends and make bold decisions set him apart as a leader. From licensing MS-DOS to focusing on graphical user interfaces, he consistently stayed ahead of the curve. His willingness to take calculated risks and learn from failures was instrumental in Microsoft's rise to success. Perhaps most importantly, Bill's life underscores the significance of giving back. While he achieved extraordinary wealth and influence, he used his resources to address global challenges and improve the lives of others. His philanthropic work serves as a reminder that true success is not just about personal achievements, but also about making a positive impact on the world. Inspiring the next generation. Bill Gates' story is far from over. As he continues to work on global challenges through the Gates Foundation, his legacy grows. For English learners, his journey offers not only language practice, but also inspiration to pursue their dreams, no matter how ambitious they may seem. Through this story, we've explored the milestones of Bill's life, from his early fascination with computers to his groundbreaking work at Microsoft and his transformative philanthropy. As you reflect on his journey, consider the ways in which you can apply his lessons to your own life. Whether it's cultivating curiosity, embracing challenges, or giving back to your community, Bill Gates' story reminds us that we all have the potential to make a difference. By learning from his example, you can take steps toward achieving your goals and contributing to a brighter future. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Bill Gates' life. We hope this story inspired you to dream big, stay curious, and never stop learning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow English learners. Together, we can make learning English fun and inspiring. See you in the next story.